Minneapolis. Ryan, Michael, it was really great talking to you. Michael, I've talked to you a few times before, so it's great to see you again. And Ryan, I'm so glad to talk to you for the first time today. I loved Sinners. It is such a masterpiece. So thank you both for the time today. I appreciate it.
Man,
Man,
you got some hit movies behind you, bro. Look at
Oh, thank you.
like,
Got
I
my
was looking. I was
Michael
saying,
there,
what is
Ryan.
that? I said, I think that's
yeah,
is that me? I was
Yeah,
yeah.
so there's Sinners, all three
yeah.
Creeds, but Black Panther, Just Mercy, and of course my Friday Night Lights. So yeah,
Man,
Oh, bro, you
bro,
got
that's love,
hit
bro.
TV shows. Man, look
Yeah.
at this, bro. My boy Destin
now,
Crescent
Michael, I want to start
represented.
with you. I think you give the best performances of your career in Sinners. And I'm curious, how does this style, the genres, and this time frame specifically push you differently as an actor versus all of your contemporary characters?
I mean, I think this is like the most grown uh, characters that I've had an opportunity to play. They're not changing in anything else. They are who they are. They're fully formed grown men who identify kind of as gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And in this era, and entrepreneurs as well. So I think being able to be in the deep South, the 1930s Jim Crow era South, and being able to play characters that fought and to carve out a piece of their own. You know what I'm saying? To find their way to freedom, I thought was really, really liberating and bold, and being able to play identical twins is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like I think as a kid growing up, you watch movies like Parent Trap, and you see like you imagine what it's like to have like an identical twin. Like what would you do? So I had the perfect opportunity to play into that. If it was somebody else out there that looked just like me, what would I be doing? But just doing it in the most creative, fun way. It was a lot of fun.
That I love that so much. Now, Ryan, I love also that you film with IMAX cameras, and I just love that immersive feel. Like I remember seeing it when the aspect ratio changed in the theaters, and being so blown away by that. So, how does that either challenge or enhance what you set out to do now that you could film it in IMAX?
It was definitely both a challenge and an enhancement. I would say it really like broadened the scope of what the movie could be. Like once we were doing something technically that hadn't been done before, really like in the history of cinema with this combination of these two very rare formats. And I remember having conversations with filmmakers who had done twinning before, having conversations with filmmakers who had used the IMAX cameras before. Chris Nolan and Emma Thomas most familiar with it. They talked to me and Zenzi Coogler, my producer on this, and Sevon Haney and my other producer on this. We talked about like what to make sure that we were conscious of. But Chris told me, hey man, use that camera like it's a Super 8 camera. Now that's the best thing for the camera. That's the best thing for the format. Bring yourself to the format. And we live by those words, man. And our cinematographer Autumn Arkapaw, she really like mastered that thing, man. Her and her crew. Like I don't think it was a frame out of focus. You know what I mean? Like which is very difficult with those cameras and the actors, man. They were able to give it performances with sometimes with the IMAX camera like right inches from their face. Making all of this crazy noise. You know what I mean? And letting that kind of fade away and still giving a performance like it's not there. It was brilliant and it was really fun to see the audiences show up, man, and engage with it. Engage in that conversation of the actual formats. You know what I mean? Talk about, hey, I saw it like this, I saw it like that, I saw it like this again, and I like this format better. People come up to me and say that sometimes. Like it was really really heartwarming and for me eye opening, man.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm getting the rap. I love this so much. I love this. I love your collaboration together. 5 films now, and I hope that you both are just so proud of each other and how far you all have come over the last few years and these movies that you're
I'm,
making
I'm,
together. And
I'm,
I want
I'm,
more of
I'm
them. So
proud of
thank
him for
you.
sure. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
both. I
man.
appreciate it. Thank you for the time today. Take care, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, take care. See you later.